it again for us. Yeah, there he, there he goes. Oh, that's a fun little fish there. Okay. Oh. Oh. Right on that break, guys. Every time I turn, right on that break. All right, y'all, so welcome back to another one. All right, so I've been chasing these crappie now for a good minute. Went out and jug fished the other day, and boy, I got the itch for the catfish. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna do some catfishing here. So yesterday I caught a catfish, you know, while I was crappie fishing, it's just right full of eggs. I ended up cleaning them, a nice little eater. And anyway, water temperature right now is about 62, 63 degrees right on the surface. I just went and caught bait, and I caught all my shad right up against the shore. You know, that's where you catch them in the springtime. That's where these fish are. You know, they're chasing that warm water, and the channels they're right there with them. You know, they're coming up in the daytime in that warm water. They're kind of staging up for the spawn. They're gonna be spawning in the next few weeks. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're gonna be running these shorelines here today, and we're gonna be right off the first break of the shoreline, and we're gonna put some channels in the boat. Pretty simple setup here. In Illinois, we can use 3 rods, so I'm gonna take full advantage of that. I'm gonna run 3 rods. I'm gonna run 2 with planer boards outside the boat, and then I'm gonna run 2 outside. Gotta wave at everybody. All right, so I'm gonna run 2 boards outside the boat, and I'm gonna run 1 right behind. And we're gonna cover a big swath. I'm gonna pull off one side of this boat because I know them fish are either on the first break up to shore. So we're gonna give that a go, and probably pull a swath roughly, you know, 60, 80 foot by the time I get all these boards out. So we're getting close right up here to the shore. So I'll get this motor deployed here, and we're just going to use the trolling motor. It's going to be a controlled drift. We don't have a lot of wind, and I want to run right along that shoreline, so I'm going to run this trolling motor, you know, and we're going to do about half a mile an hour roughly, you know, 0.4 to 0.6, 7, 8, you know, whatever, somewhere right around in there. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves headed down, and I'm going to release all these rods here. So I always like to start out with my furthest board out. So that's what we've got here. I'll start it out. Now I'm running 2 different sizes of planer boards today. Shut the big motor off here. So I'm running 2 different sizes of planer boards. I've got one that pulls a lot more than the other, and what that'll do is that'll let that other board get out real good. So always check the drag, and we'll send that guy out 2 to 3 times the water depth. You know that you're going to be fishing is kind of my general rule of thumb. So this is a big old planer board here. Pulls a lot. It'll pull a lot of weight out, and we'll go ahead and set that in first. It's got a big keel on it. These are my homemade ones. I made these. And we'll send that guy out, get him running out. And then right behind him, we're gonna send the second planer board out. And this is not quite as big of a planer board. Checking my drag. This is the first time this year that I've been out dragging. So you know, check the drags. I'm gonna run that one right down there, kind of behind the boat. Like I said, 2 to 3 times the depth that you're gonna be fishing. Roughly, I'm gonna be fishing in probably somewhere between, I don't know, 6 to 10 foot. So we'll put this planer board on right here. And we will send him out like so. All right, so that one out there, let me see. Let's see if I can turn you guys a little bit there. All right, so that planer board has got itself going pretty good. So we'll click him off, and we'll let that other one go out there a good ways. You can see it's now starting to plane out. Now what I like to do is I run all clickers on my reels. These are all Pen Warfare reels. They've got clickers on them, so I always click that clicker in after I get the line set, and it does a couple of things for you. You know, whenever you get that initial pull, if you don't see that board go back, a lot of times it'll give you a little bit of a zing, you know, just kind of like that. But big thing is, if you get hung up and you don't realize it, you know, you'll start hearing that tick, 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 and that'll let you know you're kind of hung up, you know, before you got 300 feet of line out and you don't realize it, right? All right, so there's 2 rods out, there's 2 planer boards. They're gonna run out the side of the boat. We're gonna run our 1 rod here back behind the boat. I'll just throw it straight out the back. So I'll go over my rig real quick. So I'm using a, what are these? These are 7/6. These are 7/6 rods. Now, you know, you don't need a fancy rod to do this planer board fishing. Basically, the planer board is taking care of all the action that you would actually need in the rod, right? You know, it acts like a big bobber out there. So you just need something to kind of handle the fish, you know, get it in the boat. So you don't need to go real fancy. These right here are, these are graphite rods. I actually prefer a graphite rod for most situations. There's a couple situations where I want a fiberglass rod, but for the most part, I like a graphite rod. These are Bass Pro Shops muskie rods. They're 50 bucks a piece, y'all. Graphite rod, cork handle, a bunch of guides. You know, for 50 bucks, it's pretty good rod. And like I said, to be quite honest, you don't need anything. In all honesty, the fact that it's blue, and blue's my favorite color, probably sold me on it more than anything. But yeah, it's all you really need. So I'm running a 40 or 60 pound braid main line. We're catching channel cats out here. If I was on the river with my big river setup, I run 80 pound. But we just got a slide snap on our main line down to a big barrel swivel. Then I run 60 pound mono for a leader. Basically, the reason I like to do that is simply just because, you know, that mono's got a lot of memory to it, so it doesn't twist up. As well as, you know, fishing like I am right here, a lot of times you don't even want to grab that net. If that fish is hooked real good, you can grab a hold of that mono. Running down about a 2-foot lead. I've got an 1.5 ounce homemade dragon weight on my snap, and 2-foot lead down to an 8/0 Gamakatsu circle hook. And we've got a piece of cut shad today. These are fresh shad that I'm running. And starting this year here, I'm running a, you can call it a Demon Dragon, but it's not. This is just a cheap float here. I'm not gonna pay $4 a piece for Demon Dragons. So you can actually buy these spook bodies, which is what a Demon Dragon is. You can buy these clear spook bodies for about 60 cents a piece. That's what I did here, and my boat is blue and gray, and I had some spray paint left over, so I painted this thing blue and gray. Color, it doesn't matter. The whole theory behind this is, you guys can hear that, it's got a rattle in it. You need some sort of float, or I like to have some sort of float whenever you're doing this fishing. Keeps your bait elevated off the bottom and you don't get snagged. Now, I've caught thousands of channel cat with just a simple peg float. But, you know, I found these real cheap and I thought, what the heck, you know, we'll give them a go. You know, they can't hurt anything, so. We'll get that guy out. Like I said, about 3 times the depth of the water that we're pulling. Check all that drag. Set him in the rod holder, guys. Dig that bug that just flew out of my ear. Oh, bug flew right into my ear. All right, other than that, y'all, we're setting back and waiting. Hopefully we get a bite here. I had a bunch of stuff to do today and it rained, so I've only got about, what, not quite an hour and a half, 2 hours this evening. So see if we can't put a few fish in the boat. So I'll pan over here and you can see that's my spread. That's probably every bit of 60 or 70 feet worth of for the spread there. You know, between all those the outside planer board and the and that back rod there. And like I said, we're just gonna kind of, you can see my proximity to shore. We're just gonna kind of come in and I'm gonna look on my, I'm running my side scan here, and I'm just kind of following that first break, and there we go. Simple as that. I like that sound. That's a good sound, isn't it? That fish is pulling hard, man. Man, I tell you. He is pulling hard. Oh man, I haven't got the feel the fight of a channel in a long time. So we've been going for just, I don't know, maybe 8 minutes, 10 minutes or so, guys. Oh yeah, there we go. Probably should have got the net ready. In case he does need net. We'll get it set up right here. All right, now we're all ready to go. Oh, it's good to be back out here, y'all. Good to be back out. That is a good fish. That is a good fish. Yes, sir. Taking my time fighting these. A hit on that guy. All right, so let's dip him since we're here. Come on, there you go. Nice fish, huh? Nice fish. Look at the belly on that guy. Oh, we're gonna be releasing this guy, y'all. I got a rule, release anything over 10 pounds. And, well, he made the cut. He definitely made the cut. That is a nice channel there. Oh, come on. There he is. Look at that channel. That's a good one, y'all. That's a good fish. A big old head on that guy. Let's get a weight on him. 1162, 1167, 12-pound fish. 12-pound fish, that's a good one. First fish of the year. Well, that turned out right. Almost 12-pound fish. All right. Chuck him back in the water. Get another piece of bait on this rod. Now you can see that fish come off the inside. So, you know, if that happens again, I'm gonna kind of bring myself out away from the bank a little bit. So, you know, like I said, it's pretty easy whenever you got 3 rods here to kind of figure out a pattern. He's still on there. I was rigging up some other rods, guys, and in the middle of tying a knot. This inside rod bounced down pretty hard, and the outside rod kind of did too. And it's not planing out, so it may have a small fish on it. There's definitely a fish on this one. So, as you guys can see, if you've never done this kind of fishing before, you know, there is no really setting the hook, right? You're using circle hooks, and you know, you're kind of trolling away. So, I mean, you just pretty much just pick up the rod and reel up. You know, it's pretty much how it goes. So, here we go. This is a good eater here. So this is kind of what I like about, like I said, that 60-pound mono. Kind of grab the whole unit there, and you can lift that fish in. So it's just a couple pound fish, but you could see it. You know, that 8/0 circle hook. It's fine. I like a bigger hook because, you know, you get that large hook gap. But that's a good eater fish there. There, he's finally pulling. Doubled up. There's definitely one on that one. We'll throw him in the old cooler there. Oh, he's making a good pull now. You pull that big planer board down, you've done something. That's a big old planer board, so. All right, let's see here. Turn that off. We'll reel this in. There he is. Oh yeah, he's on there. He's on there. You know, I get the question all the time, you know, if I use the release on the planer boards, you know, where they'll slide back down the line, and I don't. It's more of a pain. Today it's not so bad because it's smooth calm, you know, but you know, normally it's windy or you're dealing with a lot of boat traffic, and you know, 9 times out of 10 those releases come loose, and it just seems to me like it's more of a pain. So anyway, that's 3 fish really quick. I just don't use the release. I'll just fight that planer board in, you know, and then just release it. So here's that planer board. Take it off. I try to keep tension as much as I can whenever I do this. That way that fish can't shake that hook. You know, he's got 1.5 ounce weight hanging on him. So we'll run this rod underneath this rod here. Bring this fish up. He seems like a little bit bigger. He's definitely not like that first one, but he's definitely bigger. Yep, he's bigger than that other one. And he is hooked real good too. So we're just gonna, like I said, that 60-pound mono, grab that weight, grab that fish. So you can see these fish are just fat feeding. Yeah, so whether or not are these demon dragon things working or not, I have no idea. I've caught tons of fish in my life without them, but I figure what the heck. But that's 3 fish really quick. That right there is a nice, let me show them off for the camera. That's a good eater. All right, he's going in the cooler too. Release the big ones. Keep a few to eat. All right, so we gotta get some bait in the water now because I'm running out of, I don't have many rods. I got 1 rod left in the, we'll get baited back up, guys, and keep going. But this is it. This is my setup. I actually may throw out another rod here. Like I said, I use these Cabela's, or the Bass Pro Cabela's. I guess they're all the same now. I've used these for years. Come on. I've used these for years. And they work great, obviously. Had no problem with them, but I was just in the middle of tying on and getting set up here whenever that fish went off. So I bought a couple of these. These are blemished tangling with catfish rods. Oh, I thought I'd give it a go. First impressions, it's got a nice cork handle. I like that. I like the nice cork handle. I like the nice big reel seat. I don't know, medium action. I mean, it's about like every other rod out there. So, well, yeah, we may throw him out and see if we can. I haven't tried him yet this year. I've been sitting there. May chuck him out, throw a piece of shad on him, and see if we can't catch old catfish on the tangling with catfish rod. My goodness, I shouldn't even shut the camera off, guys. I didn't even have time to reset the GoPro. To reset the GoPro for the time lapse, but that thing just hit pretty hard too. So we're in some fish, and I'm right now where I need to be because we're getting hit on all the rods. So let's pull this guy out and pull him out. See if I can fight this guy through. I just started to back that planer board out. I'd made my cast and I was just starting to release it. So I always, whenever I'm shuffling them around, you know, with like I said, the bigger planer board, I cast more horizontal. That way the boat's got time to kind of catch up with it. You give yourself a little bit more wiggle room. This seems like a nice little frisky fish here. Come here, bud. So we're putting some fish in the boat. I like this time of year. This is a good time of year to be catfishing. All right. Keep some tension on the line. See if he doesn't get hung up in that other line. Drive the boat. Oh, did he get hung up in the other line? I think he got out of it. He's not hooked great, and he's not very big, but he is a fish. Oh, he did get in that other line. What a mess you made. That's an eater. That right there is a good eater. There's some good meat in that dude. All right. If I'm on clean too, I might as well clean a few. I don't keep catfish that often. I like them this time of year, and so we're gonna keep a mess. I always get people commenting on my videos, you know, because they see me releasing fish and all these fish, and you know, I fish a lot, and I catch a lot of fish, so get that line going back out while we're waiting here. And I catch a lot of fish, so I do release a lot of fish, but I do keep my fair share. You know, I eat a lot of fish, and then you know, I also I give quite a little bit away now and then. Y'all ever been doing this and actually had the bait get hit before? That's exciting, isn't it? I've had that happen several times as well. All right, so the reason that I'm running all these lines off this one side of the boat, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna be like, you know, why don't you just pull lines, you know, off both sides of the boat? Well, as I said before, these fish they're pretty concentrated on this first break right off the shoreline. This shoreline breaks down pretty quick, and you know, I've kind of isolated myself into this. These fish are hitting in about 5-6 feet of water. You know, that shoreline tapers down and then it drops into that 5-6 foot, and then back behind me it drops off again. So, you know, rather than pulling this big boat right over top of all them fish, you know, it's a lot easier to run everything right off the side of that boat, and you're not really spooking them fish. If I was in 40-50 feet of water, it would matter, obviously. You know, if I was in anything really, in my opinion, over about 10 foot, you know, and that's just 3 years of looking at a live scope, watching the way fish react whenever you run over them. But you know, them fish do move. We haven't had a good rain in a minute, and these lakes are clearing up. So I do like to pull off to the side whenever I'm trying to really focus in on the, you know, on this first break. Whew, that guy bounced it pretty hard. There he goes. So like I said, y'all, you don't really need to be in super hurry to get to these rods. They kind of hook themselves, you know. Look at him go, look at him go. All right, so this is on the new rod here. We'll give it a go. Oh yeah. So it's definitely got a lot more bend to it. There you go, fight fish. Oh, look at him spinning around up there. So it's definitely got a lot more bend than my other rods here. It's a lot more limber there at the tip. You can see it. It loads up, you know, quite a bit more. Yeah, it's fun. Fun to fight them. Come here, bud. How well are you hooked? Can I flip you? I think so. I think so. Come on, there we go. All right. Circle hook. Look at that gut on that thing. So these are females that I'm catching here. There we go. That first big one, that was a male. I should have showed you guys the difference, but you know, you can pretty much tell the difference in their heads. But this is a nice clean fish. This fish, he just came up shallow. Look at that nice fish. Big old belly on her. That's a female. Throw her in the cooler. Whoa, what happened? I missed something. I think that one was hung. Didn't look like a fish. But yeah, next time I catch a male, I'll show you. You can kind of tell by their heads. A lot of people around here mix up blue catfish with channel catfish, because this time of year, whenever everybody's catching them, those big males they'll turn blue. They'll kind of change, but they're not blues. So anyway, we're putting together stuff here. I'm happy. This is a fun little evening here. I don't know how many fish we're up to. You guys can tell me. We're having fun. I've been trying to take and tie on. Look at it. Is he getting hung up, or is there a fish? I thought there was a fish on there. I still think there's a fish on there. I've been trying to tie on these 3 new demon dragon things onto my other rods now, and I can't seem to get it done. Every time there seems to be an issue with the fishes, which I guess is a good thing. I don't think there's a fish on this one. Coming in too easy. We'll see. No, he pulled back. There's something on there. This must not be very big. It looked like a fish, and then it looked like it, I don't know. This is a weird one. Maybe it's another crappie. You all see that video? I caught a crappie on a jug line. I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna investigate. I want to check my bait anyway after. Oh, nope, there's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, he just came alive. Oh my goodness. What happened there? That little bitty guy, but boy, he just came to life real quick, didn't he? Oh, come here, I'm gonna bring you in. Oh. I'm hung. Now I'm free. It's a cool thing about dragon weights. But that's why you got that clicker. Did you guys hear that clicker? Another nice eater. We're stacking up the good eaters today. All right, so that's the cool part about dragon weights, right? Like I said, you just don't get hung up. I'll show you guys real quick right here what that looks like now. You could hear the clicker, so I was aware of it, but it kind of got itself free. But I'll show you, since everything happened on camera. I'll show you that we're all good to go. See, nothing happened. You could see how hard that was hung up. But by having that dragon weight, that little stick dragging through the water, and then this float, basically, I'm still gonna call it a float. It's it's keeping that bait just a hair off the bottom, and keeps you from getting hung up. Send that guy back out there. We'll catch more fish here. Turning in to be a good evening. That's a fish. See him? Oh, he pulled some drag. Oh, he pulled some drag. Well, let's see what he is. There he is. Oh, I can feel him rolling down there. Just making that turn there. I'm trying to stay on that brake line. And that fish went after it. He was right on the edge, right on that brake. So, I don't know how much longer we got. We got a little bit of camera light left, but it's getting dark in a hurry. But man, we've had a good evening. We've had a real good evening. What you guys didn't see is I did a little crappie fishing before we came and did this while it was raining. Because I only get to fish on the weekends, so you fish in the rain. And so I've had an awesome day. I've got a whole grocery store in that cooler to clean. What is this fish? He's staying down. He's not rolling anymore. That's a nice one. Another female. These females are, like I said, they're getting close. They're getting close. We're just gonna lift him right into the boat. Her. That's a good one. These are about these 5-pounders, 5-6-pounders or so. Man, these make good. These are my favorite to eat. Circle hook right in the corner of the mouth. That fish was not getting off, man. That's why I like them circle hooks. All right, I've done it once, I've done it a lot today. Nice eater fish. Do it again for us. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, that's a fun little fish there. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Right on that break, guys. Every time I turn right on that break, I catch a fish. They're just hanging right there. This is a spunky little guy here now. We're gonna skate him right across. So I caught a couple now on the new Tangling with Catfish. Oh, it's kind of a rod's a rod kind of situation there for this dragging technique, you know. If I was anchored or something else, but they'll definitely be good for what I bought them for on the Mississippi. They do put on a good show though on the takedown though. I'll say that for them. You know, a lot of flex in it. Eater. We're just cleaning up on, you know, that right there is about a 3-pound fish. And that is right there some of the best eating you can get. You know, everybody wants to keep their big fish, and you know, I'm not gonna say I haven't done it. I've tried those big fish, and I'll be honest with you, I'd rather have those little fish. Once you get a fish that gets so big, they get real tough, they don't taste good. So, you know, like I said, it's not a law on this particular body of water, but, you know, I try to, you know, help the fishery out. I throw back any channel that's over, 10 pounds, you know, and you guys can see if I'm keeping fish, that's what I'm keeping. So, I mean, like I said, just kind of my own little deal, but those big fish, they just don't taste that good. All right. Well, you gonna do more things there, bud? There you go, there you go. This may be the last fish, y'all. It's getting pretty dark. Come on, come on. Bob up and down. Do something for the camera. Do something for the camera, fish. He hit it about 3 times. Outside planer board. Oh, I think he's on there. We'll see what we got here. Sometimes they'll just kind of sit there, especially whenever you're going slow, but oh, there's some weight there. There he woke up. There he woke up. No. There he woke up. What are you gonna be, bud? What are you gonna be? What little wind we had died down, and I don't like that. Not whenever these lakes get clear either. I like a little wind. So. But we have consistently caught fish. I haven't went, I don't know, I wouldn't think more than 10 minutes today without a fish. Now they're not giants yet, which like most things, the small fish always move up first. Oh, you got a mess. You got everybody. Stupid little fish. You got everybody. That's gonna be a mess. We may just call her a night after that old deal. There we go. Another nice fish. Another nice eater. I don't know how many that is. I'm putting fish in the boat just for you guys. All right, y'all, so that's about gonna do it for this evening. It's getting real dark. I cannot complain one bit about what happened this evening. Came out here and caught some shad and put a bunch of nice eater fish in the boat, and then that one real good one. So anyway, if you guys enjoy this type of kind of, I don't know, I call this more just a laid back kind of evening of fishing, definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. You know, came out here and I turned on the camera pretty much. You know, I didn't really have an agenda. So if you guys like this type of video, definitely leave it. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, or do you want, you know, to actually be, you know, straight up, you know, have a focused topic more or less. So anyway, I'm good with it either way. I just thought I'd try this type out. Anyway, guys, I've got a cooler full of fish that I need to go clean. And it's getting pretty dark. So I'll end it here, y'all. Hit that thumbs up if you would. As always, y'all, appreciate the view. We'll see you on the next one. Maybe that new rod's pretty good. It's hit several times today. Maybe it's new rod luck or something. Oh wow, that's a good fish. That fish pulling hard. That fish pulling hard. It's gonna be the last one of the night, guys. Oh, and he just got off. Oh.